Betty Mali, Sazo Figa Gada, Baby Unga Habi.
Let's get down to business, guys. We are back with another episode. I don't even know how to start this. There's really no.
Because there's a break.
No, not even because of the break. I'm just saying there's really no perfect introduction to this because we all know what the elephant in the room is, and I think we will discuss it. But let me not be rude, actually. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Nothing But Football, podcast where we discuss football, yada, yada, yada. Let me introduce my co-hosts. On my close right, I'll start with you, Uncle Lukusa.
What up, what up, what up, what up?
How are you doing, man?
I'm easy, boy.
Nah, that's the one. And then on my further right, last but not least, Uncle Curtis. How you doing there, man?
I'm good. Welcome to Nothing But Football. The home of the sultry sounds, the sexy gentlemen, and the great football takes.
Why are you using this weird, what's his name? Barry White voice?
This is how I sound, dog.
Dog, sometimes I just go,
when I'm busy macking on the streets on a Saturday or Sunday evening, and lady asked me what's my name. It's like, you are speaking to Curtis now. It's no more Chris.
So this is Uncle Curtis talking. All right. Yeah, man. Obviously, guys, we all know the elephant of the room. I figured let's just get right into it. Mason Greenwood. So yeah, if you guys aren't aware, video footage or audio footage has been leaked of Mason Greenwood basically being a fuck up. He's abusing his girlfriend. There's pictures of her being, the aftermath of the beatings and whatnot. So essentially, that's what's been happening in the footballing world. And yeah, everything is in chaos now. You know, I don't know how things are divided in the footballing world about what's going on, but I thought, let's just, give our stances on this opinion. So I'll start with you, Uncle Lukosa, since you're a Man United man. This whole Mason Greenwood situation.
Yeah. Look, some things are bigger than football, right? So my statement is fuck him. I hope he goes to jail.
Yeah.
I hope he never plays for my club again, and fuck him.
Yeah. No.
So those Man United fans online that were burning the shirt, the Greenwood 26 and the Greenwood 11,
yeah.
I really commend you. I actually haven't seen too much like football related things.
Yeah.
So I'm glad people realize that some things are bigger than football because, that shit was hard.
Especially with the issue like,
see or whatever.
Especially with the issue like domestic violence, bro. And obviously a potential rape case. And right now I will state actually, let's just be on the safe side. We'll say allegedly because that's, we can't, no case has been laid in case. I don't know why he'd come after us because there's other people who are talking, but allegedly, obviously. But Uncle Curtis, your thoughts on this matter?
Okay. I'm going to start with my thoughts. I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen going forward after this. With my thoughts, I actually think he did it. I think he's been abusing his girlfriend for a while. The recording says it all.
Yeah.
Those bruises says it all.
Yeah.
You're right. And for somebody to start recording things, it's either you're a psychopath who wants to entrap people or it's something that's been happening for the longest of times.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now, I'm going to go on the other side. And please, this is not what I'm saying. I believe he did it. I'm saying if he gets away with it, here's how I see he gets away with it.
Yeah.
The recording that was leaked, it was 13 minutes and they played the last 2 minutes.
30 seconds or something.
Yeah. We don't know what happened in the other 13 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? The police jumped in and said, we arrested Mason Greenwood. It's a rape case. It's not like murder. There has to be somebody to press charges for it to go through.
Yeah.
Her dad came out and said, we love this boy. We're not sure what's going on. Phone was hacked, leaked, whatever.
Yeah.
Those were personal moments. I'm not too sure. You said this earlier on that she came out and she said she was upset because he was seeing another girl.
Yeah. Basically, it seems as though there's been, I don't know if it's her profile or it's a hacking or whatnot.
They hacked her profile and leaked the stuff.
So now a statement has been released from a profile with the name where basically she says, it's because he's been cheating on me. So I wanted to get, back at him just to get people on my side. But now it's kind of blown, it's blown way out of proportion.
You see, I get what you're saying now when they say that now. But what I'm trying to get at now is it gives the law is a funny thing, dog. You can be guilty as hell, but you can find a loophole to get out of something. All those things put together to me, I don't know how the other 13 minutes sound like. Nah. I could argue in the court of law it was role play.
There has been some suspicion of that. But,
But you know what I'm saying? Like, because we're talking about being held criminally liable now. You have to prove it behind reasonable doubt. And I'm saying there was a 14-minute clip. We saw the last 2 minutes. Those last 2 minutes were, hectic. Or 40 seconds. I was like, nah, he did that. I felt like he did it. The way he was talking, even if it's 4, I was like, nah, boy, you seem a bit too rough.
Yeah.
And then all those other things, I think the dad and the daughter and the dad and her family are gonna not cooperate. That's gonna go against the case. So hey, we'll see how it goes. But either way, like Lucas, man, it's fuck Greenwood, dog.
I hope he never plays for my club again, even if he gets away with it. Please drop him.
Yeah.
Because I saw that they basically suspended him until the end of until basically something comes out from an investigation point of view, so he won't come to training or anything like that. I don't know, this counts for nothing, but fuck it, people care. The other players like unfollowed him and whatever. Nike pulled back on their shit. They took all of his, stuff out the way.
To tell you the truth,
hope it stays that way.
The statement for me that kind of said a lot is the other players unfollowing. Because, you'd assume your teammates would kind of, know the real you.
Nah, they're all brands. But I get you. I'll counter.
Yeah. No, I'll just look at it because apparently, like, there was a mass unfollowing. I agree. They're all brands. They're all doing that thing of standing up for domestic violence and whatnot. But you're telling me there isn't one, especially the homeboys, like your Marcus Rashfords,
But then we have to get to the thing.
Jesse Lingards.
Do you think Marcus Rashford actually runs his Twitter account?
No, fair point.
Ronaldo doesn't run his.
No, I get you.
So that unfollow came automatically as soon as those things comes out.
No, I get you.
And what Lucas was saying, I don't think if he gets away with it, I don't think the Man United will drop him.
Well, you don't think United will drop him?
You guys have Ronaldo.
Ronaldo is acquitted. And
he's civil case in the US right now.
No, it's closed. It's closed. That case was thrown out.
It was thrown out, but when you signed him, it was still ongoing. It wasn't acquitted.
No, it wasn't. I don't know from there, but there's different moving parts
but what I'm trying to get at is if he can get away with it, they'll say, cause he'll be acquitted.
But what I'm saying is you're calling it get away with it, but there's nothing that puts it to him, or not much, or nothing really official.
Okay, but
so using the words get away with it and things like that is liable. It's not liable, but
okay, but I'm saying with Rashford. Yeah. I mean with Greenwood now. If he walks into
fuck him.
It's fuck him. If he walks into it, man, and the court of law says he did nothing wrong, I don't see Man United dropping him. Because the court of law said Ronaldo did nothing wrong. There's people who feel otherwise. So they won't drop him. He's the golden generation. He's the next best thing for what you call this thing for Man United. And we must never forget, these are football clubs. These are not your mom and dad shops. These guys are there for money.
All right.
The only way they will drop him is if they see they're not making money.
Yeah, no, fair. Funny enough that you say that the whole thing with the dad releasing the statement, that is kind of worrying if this is the case, because I'm also wondering in my head, I really hope that the victim in all of this is not being pressured basically to kind of stay with the guy because he's a cash cow. Because that's what it sounded like for me. When the dad released the statement, I was like, oh, wow. Okay. Dad realizes daughter has a cash cow. Daughter could be made dating a Man United player. So it's basically stick by his side.
He was on the cover of FIFA 22. What has Rashford done in his career to be on FIFA 22, be on the cover in the first place? He was the next big thing.
Hey, man.
And it's a sad thing, but yeah, I don't know what to say, man.
Hey, man,
just thoughts, prayers with the victim.
Yeah.
However it plays out. I think he did it, as I said, now.
Yeah.
But I genuinely think he'll get away with it.
Yes. No. For me, it's not that I think he'll get away with it. It all depends on how the victim and the family push on with it.
Yeah.
Because if they decide that, breaks, we take it off. Like, if they're gonna go all the way, he probably won't get away with it. He probably will get a bit of jail time, but he'll come back.
Again, we're gonna come back to it. They didn't press charges.
Yeah.
Manchester United police saw social media clips.
Yeah.
They decided to arrest him.
Yeah. But to me, I think, look, legally, whatever speaking, so in the court or whatever, but the court of public opinion, dude, there is evidence.
No,
there's evidence dropped by the victim.
Oh, yeah,
There's audio of this thing. Like, I hear the comparisons, but
no, listen, he will be burnt in the footballing world.
I don't see how he gets endorsements again. This is brand Man United. They're gonna take him back and just
no. Hence, that's what I'm thinking.
You won't get endorsements, but guys, you won't. He'll have a football career.
I don't care if he does.
No,
I just don't want it to happen.
He'll probably end up at, like, I don't know, a Burnley or a small team somewhere, trying to build up his name. While this stuff, I don't know, it'll never go away as it shouldn't.
Because the only way United will be able to cancel his contract without paying him out is if he gets found guilty. If he doesn't get found guilty, they have to pay him out because he did nothing wrong. According to the law, that is, at the time.
So I say, hopefully justice gets served. But hopefully the parents don't get involved.
Yeah.
If the daughter has something to say, she must say.
Can I ask the stupidest question?
Please.
This is actually a stupid one to ask, but of the father's statement.
Yeah.
And of what we're saying came out. So if they came back and said, hey, no harm, no foul. This is, it's a whole misunderstanding.
Yeah.
I won't support this bra again. But do you think other people?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. There's two ways about it. There's people defending him now.
There's people already defending him. That's why I say.
Of what?
Bruh,
we went to hear the
anyway, next
no,
topic.
I'll tell you why. Because apparently the clip is like old. It's from like last year or something.
Yeah.
Or there's the timestamp of the video on that thing is from a while back. So that classic, what's his name? That classic rape defender talk.
Victim blaming.
Yes.
Why now? Why now?
Uh-huh. Or is it because he's making whatever? I don't know. But I've seen a lot of those where it's just like, okay, guys.
There were gents saying, I'm waiting for the other side of the story. And I'm not saying you shouldn't wait for that, but I'm saying you shouldn't say that.
Yeah, no fair.
You shouldn't say that when it's happening because it broke. Why are you waiting to hear the other side? The other side will be heard irregardless.
Yes, they will be heard. But yeah, man, it's tragic news, bro. A lot has been happening this year, bro. I mean, I'll take it back to the other guy, Gylfi Sigurdsson. I'll use the word again, allegedly, because it's still going on. Involved in a child sex trafficking ring, basically. I think he might have, I don't know if he's a kingpin or whatnot, but basically he's been tied to, this whole child sex trafficking thing. He's with the underage girl, whatever. I don't know, relations he has.
And I forgot to add one more point to the Greenwood thing.
Yeah.
There's rumors around going out saying that United have been knowing about his ways for a while. Where they have been covering up and stuff like that.
Sexual assaults.
Yeah.
That one I don't believe.
When he got arrested, there was a time his girlfriend called 9, whatever it is in the UK, and he got arrested that day and he couldn't make it to play at Goodison Park. They said because he was tired and stuff like that, but apparently it was because he got arrested. It was under Oli. I'm saying it's rumors. I haven't seen it from official news sources, but they say it's repeated behavior that's been happening.
Isn't this the time when Southgate didn't call him up and then they said there's some issues between, at Man United. The Man United camp says there's some issues, internal issues that needed to be solved or something.
I think it's run about that time. You guys can continue talking about it, but let me just check. Because I did find that thing that I found earlier on. So that's why I say, dog, it's a footballing world. I don't know how to explain it, man, but we'll talk about it now. But you guys can continue for now. Let me just find those things again. So
basically, you kind of leading to the fact that maybe there was a time where they protected their asset.
Yeah. But let me just find that first.
It could be. Any thoughts on that?
I don't believe it. I would need to see that.
No.
I don't believe it because the thing is, Man United is such a big brand, and that kind of thing is so detrimental to a brand.
Damning, basically.
So to be part of a cover up is worse for your brand than to, you know what I mean? So these guys have a tractor sponsor. I can't see, but you never know in this world. But
that's why I say
on the face of it, I don't.
Yeah,
believe it.
you know, I mean, we'd hope that a brand would assess these things and stuff, and rather. But also, this is the time of conspiracy theories. You know, we'll get everything thrown out. You know, We'll hear everything. I mean, you might even hear that Ollie bailed them out or something like that.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, things like that can come out. But, I guess the truth will come out in time, or some of it, I guess. But yeah, we'll see, man. But other than that, I don't even know where to start. I guess we'll go back into footballing side of things.
There we go. I mean, January did end, right?
Yes. So, Uncle Curtis, if you do want to jump in with the article that you wanted to jump in with, you'll stop me, but we'll carry on. I think basically, now that the transfer deadline is over, we'll talk about, I guess it's the funniest for many football supporters. Aubamayeng just deciding he's taking a holiday to Barcelona and ends up being signed at, what's his name? At FC Barca. So, if you guys didn't know, I think there's been issues with Aubamayeng regarding all his scandals. I wouldn't say scandals, but lately he's been in the headlines. So, I think it seems as though Arsenal had decided, you know what, let's get him off our books.
Yeah, they stripped him of the captaincy.
So now it was going to, he was meant to be loaned off to Barcelona. That was the proposed move. And then I think to help out Barcelona, we were supposed to take Ousmane Dembele, or Dembele was supposed to move.
Okay.
Yeah, Dembele was supposed to move.
Yeah.
In order to do a proper loan move. And then Dembele was not interested in this. He didn't want to be a piece of a moving whatever.
Yeah.
A pawn on the board. So that didn't happen. And it seems as though Aubamayeng, I don't know, there hasn't been specific news, but from sources, Aubamayeng's contract was terminated by mutual agreement, and he's set to join Barcelona.
Yeah. Essentially, it was a free move to Barcelona.
Yes, it's a free move. I guess you can, in air quotes, you can say win-win. Arsenal frees up, what's his name? Frees up a lot of wage space. Barcelona doesn't really have to do much. It's kind of like signing a player on a free. So, yeah. So basically, I just thought, let me get your thoughts on that from you
So weirdly, on the face of it, it looks like every party wins, right? Aubamayeng goes to, I would say, a bigger club or whatever, at least.
It is.
In the same realm of still big clubs or whatever.
Come on. They're in Champions League.
Sure. Arsenal gets rid of a player they don't want. Barca gets a player in. It's a weird transfer, to be honest with you. But I mean, from an Arsenal standpoint, they took a stance, and they followed it through. So I guess I give them hats off for that. I mean, I came up in the Fergie years, right? So no player is bigger than the club. And if they're not doing right by the club, you got to get them out of there. So, I mean, we've seen big players come and go and that kind of thing. And he hasn't done much lately. But where it leaves Arsenal is with Nketiah and Lacazette, and they're both done at the end of the season. So
it's bad football club running. It's terrible running of the football club right now. Before, let's say if it's true that
is there another striker? Sorry, that I'm missing.
No.
Okay.
Let's say, Martinelli can play there. But
he can play there, but
he can play as a striker.
Back
to goal.
No, he thrives in space. He thrives on the left.
But what I want to try to get at is, for the longest of times, Arsenal fans have been complaining that Arteta's fixing Wenger's mess with the high wage bill and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is another player whose contract was released. Yeah. Before it was also Arteta's fixing the Wenger mess from the Wenger years.
Did Ozil get his contract under Wenger? That big one, just before.
Was
Wenger?
Yeah, it was Wenger. Now it's Abu that's happening. He got the 350. It was Arteta that greenlighted that.
Yes.
Right?
Signed a team.
Just last year. So who we blaming? Now it's no more, we fixing Wenger's mistakes. It's,
fixing our own.
We're not even fixing our own, we're reducing the wage bill. Who brought the wage bill to that high? We haven't saw a comparison of wage bills. Wenger's wasn't even the highest wage bill. It was Emery. It was under Emery we had a ridiculous wage bill. Okay, some of the contracts were from Wenger, which is notably Ozil, but he's increased from like 104 million to 169 million. And so you get what I'm saying? So to me, it's one of those things of who we blaming now. Let's stop blaming on previous mistakes. We're a badly run club right now. This is the 4th or 5th player we released for no transfer fee. Nah. When Wenger was doing this, Szczesny wanted to leave. What did Wenger did? He sent Szczesny out on loan to Roma. He did well. He kept his value as a keeper. We signed Peter Cech. Did we lose money on Szczesny? We got something for Szczesny. I can't think of a player that was released under Wenger for free that was integral to the first team at one stage. I can't think of one. I can name you 5 under Arteta already.
Wait. Okay. Ozil,
Aubamayeng. Who's the other players?
Ramsey.
That's
under Wenger.
That's Emery.
Okay. The man who joined Rangers.
Mustafi.
You're claiming Mustafi.
What I'm trying to. He was integral to the team at one stage. He was a first team player. Okay. I'm not. We paid 35 million for him. He should not be leaving for free.
Y'all would have fucking sold him for chips if you.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, sure.
Mustafi. Who else did you release? Koscielny. That's another free, but we got him for free, so I can accept that one.
Koscielny, the guy that was the captain.
No, Koscielny. Yeah, Koscielny, Kolasinac.
But Koscielny, wasn't he also a contract?
That's Emery. That's Emery.
Oh, he was sold. Okay.
That's Emery.
Chambers, you can kind of.
We got some money for Chambers, but there's one player that we released.
No, we didn't.
Okay, but fair enough. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too many players that we've lost on free. I understand you don't like the player, but man, go send him on loan. Let him retain value. Let's get £1 million for him. I'll be okay. But 0.
Yeah, man. Let me give my thoughts on this issue.
You missed the bruh? This is another captain of yours leaving through the back door.
No, I was gonna.
Sure.
I was gonna bring that up. I want to first, deal with this whole situation. I feel as though this is another situation where Arteta, because we've spoken about this a lot, where Arteta does not know how to handle players. From a point, we saw this with
older players. I think older players.
But we saw this with Guendouzi as well. Once a player starts doing something that you don't like, you don't even give him time for you guys to maybe, for you to sit him down in the office and say, bruh, what's going on? Like, you can't be doing this. This is, just kind of discusses ill discipline. It seems as though Arteta's more, okay, this is, like, he basically discusses it. This is what I want from you guys. You do one thing wrong, and he says, you're gone. From Aubamayeng's point of view, I feel as though, a happy guy, with loads of money, carefree, well, to an extent, you're always a target for the media.
Sure.
Regardless of what happens, your name will be in the media. And I feel as though the media didn't help, painting his image as the captain who doesn't care.
Yeah.
But, yeah, at the end of the day, I feel as though this is a bad, from Arsenal's point of view, they're the ones who lost here. They can, positives, you freed up weight space. But on the negative, you've lost a player who can flip the switch and find form.
That's the funny thing to me, the way I look at it, we're complaining about, the team is improving, we're doing things to improve. We haven't touched top 5 since Wenger left.
Exactly.
Our positions have gotten worse year after year.
So, I give, what's his name, praise for doing this.
No, listen.
Arteta.
Yeah, you can give him praise.
To tell you the truth.
Right now, to me, we 17 players. If we finish 10th, I'm not giving him praise.
But your bra was there. He's sold now.
Who?
Aubamayeng. The 17th place, you've had that with him as captain.
No.
Yeah,
so
my point,
we can't just put it at Arteta's door now. He was there.
But you see,
he was still showing up late to training and things like that when you were.
But you see, now my problem is, if you do this, like if you get rid of your club captain, which he wasn't anymore, you need to make sure that a replacement comes in.
Yeah, 100%.
You need to make sure a replacement comes in.
100%.
Considering the fact that your strikers, your 2 strikers are not on form.
And both their contracts are up. Well,
contracts are up.
they'll probably see a good
good
situation.
It'll work out nicely for the summer because now you can basically go you can go and look for strikers. You know, I mean,
and you can sell them, come be king of the Emirates, who's in your way.
Yeah. You can do that. It works out. But I feel as though for this year, for the time that we're supposed to be qualifying for Champions League, now we're going to be there's always next year team. This is the dream we're going to be sold.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the route that I'm afraid we're taking now. Because what's the plan, man? Like, it's 5th, 6th, 8th, 8th. It could be 10th this season without a striker.
Possibly, bro.
Then I can't praise Arteta for doing anything. Sharp, you got discipline in the club, but now you turn my club into Burnley.
But that's my thing as well. Like, the goals that have come from the youngsters, who knows? This could be the end for them.
Sure.
So, like, it's not like Emile Smith-Rowe, Bukayo Saka, and Gabriel Martinelli are seasoned scorers.
Yeah. Only Saka has proved he can do it for a season.
No,
the
Saka,
other ones.
Yes, Saka can do it.
Yeah.
He's our star man, but you can't rely on him. Well, I guess now this is the time for Pepe to shine, but Pepe is also another player that he doesn't seem to trust.
Okay, and you know the thing to me, nah? It's the only person that believe truly loved Arsenal was Arsene Wenger, nah? For many reasons, you know, he turned out club offers many times. If this man finishes us in 10th and in Pep's contract retires in 2023 and this man signs at Man City, I'm going to say he was sent here as an agent to destroy my club.
Your former club captain, you guys have no love for your bras, bro.
No, I have love.
No love for your bras. This guy's club
I
captain comes back and manages the club. You're still saying,
I'm saying,
for his love of the club.
No, it's not for the love of the club. Nah. It's his first big management job. Was he going to get another top 4 club? He was not going to get an.
But you're saying he was going to be sent as an agent if he doesn't succeed.
No, I didn't say if he doesn't succeed.
There's no respect, dog.
I said if he finishes 10th and then all of a sudden he takes over at Pep's place without fixing his mess.
Yeah.
He was an agent that was sent to destroy my club.
Man, to tell you the truth, I don't think it's intentional. I think he's trying to run the club. He's probably been given a lot of...
The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
But that's why I say the fact you can't really call him an agent. I don't think anyone goes in, especially Mikel Arteta, goes into a job, you know, trying to bomb Arsenal, basically. I just think that he has his ways, his ideals, and he said he's trying to build a culture at the club.
Yeah.
I mean, revolutions, you know, there has to be blood spilled. Yeah. So we'll see. But you see, my only problem is that he didn't sign a striker. We're at a deficit right now. Yeah. Yes, if he's there at the end of the season, this is an ideal situation. He can go. But I've also started to think that this is a tactic that managers use. This is why I actually respect Frank Lampard.
What?
I won't lie. No. I thought about it actually. This is why I respect Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard will blow bank, knowing, because you know once you reach a certain amount, there's no turning back. If you don't do well with that squad, you're gonna get fired.
Sure.
So this feels like Arteta. If Arteta signed someone big here, it would be, my bro, if you don't make top 4, you're fired.
Sure.
You know what this is? This is, I've cleaned up the books.
We've given you what you wanted.
You know, we're good. Yeah. Okay, Sharp, we didn't qualify for UEFA, but we qualified for Europa. Conference League, you know, there's all these tournaments.
And I 100% agree with you on that. So a quote, Stan Kroenke or Josh Kroenke, the guy who runs the day-to-day thing of the club over there, is happy with Arteta. And I'm like, you are happy with him having our wage bill, having 70... Dog, we're calling off games because we didn't have enough fit players. And you're happy
sold
with
like 5 now.
But you see, this is why I'm saying that I have a feeling that this is what he's doing. He's not doing the ballsy move. Respect to Frank. I can't believe he's making me say this. Respect to Frank Lampard. Look at Frank Lampard right now. We'll talk about his new appointment.
His undeserved appointment.
And what he has done in 24 hours. Or, I don't know, 48 hours. What he has done. That shows balls to me. That's like, bruh, like I've got the job. I need to do something. Regardless of whether I get fired or not. So I think that's... Yeah, man. But you know what? I figured let's maybe take a break because, I mean, we discussed the Greenwood issue. It's,
it's still fuck Greenwood.
Yeah, it's still fuck Greenwood all the way. So I think maybe let's take a little break and then maybe we can, address the transfer sagas.
Oh, yeah, because there were some good ones.
Yeah, so, transfer deadline's been reached, so we can maybe just discuss it, have a look at some transfers, and maybe, laugh at some and others. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for joining us for part 1. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And then, yes, please do click on the link for part 2. It should be somewhere above us, like a cloud. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Are we?
Cheers.